thanks for coming to watch this video from Carolina Varsity. We're covering the 2016 North Carolina High School Football Championships, and now we're going to take a look at the 4A State Championship game, which will be played at 7:05 p.m. Saturday night at NC State University, and we've got Cape Fear playing Dudley.
Yes, this should also come down to the wire, like the previous game.
I'll move that over there.
And Dudley has had a stout defense this year. Pitching 4 shutouts and holding 5 opponents to single digits. Cape Fear's defense has only pitched 2 shutouts and only 4 opponents to single digits. But offensively, they've had pretty equally impressive numbers. Dudley having 6 games where they've scored 50 points and 3 games where they've scored 40 or over 40. And then Cape Fear had 1 game where they scored over 60, and that was a first-round playoff game against Clayton in a 62-3 victory. And 2 games where they've scored in the 50s and 6 where they've scored in the 40s. But however, I think since Dudley has been to the state title before, I think experience might be on their side. And this one, they were just 1 game away from making it last year, but fell short. And we talked. You guys talked last week about the amount of seniors Dudley has, and I think that's going to work in their favor. I don't know how many seniors or what have you that Cape Fear has, but I do know that this should really be a good game.
Yeah, so Cape Fear is undefeated.
Yes.
They beat Scotland, who was one of your favorites to get here. I think they've had some good, solid wins. Good football. They've got a very, very dynamic dual-threat quarterback in Velasquez, excuse me. I get his name correct. He could be a big factor in this ball game. Dudley does have good defense. They do have a good senior core of players. They had a great win last week over Charlotte Catholic. I think this is going to be a real good ball game. Kind of hard to pick a winner for me because I see some advantages for both teams.
I'm going to take Dudley by a touchdown. Yeah. I think it'll be like a 27-20 game, or it could be like a 27-24 ball game, and field goal would decide it. But I think the odds favor Dudley a little bit. But then again, we said that about Scotland and Cape Fear last week.
Yeah, so I'm not ready to make a pick on who just yet. There are lots of things I like about Dudley. But there's some things that are starting to look very interesting about Cape Fear. So I think you're going to have a good ball game. We'd like to hear your thoughts. Come tell us at Carolina Varsity. Thanks.